So we need to think about how we can build trust within our network. And this is probably the toughest one, especially when it comes to remote networking. So let's have a look at some ways that we can build trust within our network. Honesty, reliability, and through our knowledge. So honesty, it's all about being yourself, being your true self and showcasing who you are as an individual. That's a really great way of being transparent and, showcasing that you're an honest, trustworthy person. Telling the truth. So if you know that you're not going to be able to deliver something by a certain deadline, tell the truth. It's better than lying about it and then just letting people down. So just honesty is a great way. And asking people for help. So being honest and saying, look, can anyone help me in this area because I'm looking to expand my knowledge, or I'm uncertain about this, can someone help me? Other people want to be able to help you. It gives them a good feeling. It releases an additional one of the other happy hormones, oxytocin. When someone helps someone else, they get it, and when someone receives helps, they get it. So giving someone in your network the opportunity to come to your aid and help you makes them actually feel good, and it helps cement the relationship you've got. So don't be afraid to ask for help. Being reliable. So doing what you said you were going to do. If you promise that you're going to send someone some information, do it. If you tell someone you're going to meet them at an event, you do it. If you tell someone you're going to deliver something at a certain deadline, you do it. So proving that you're reliable and being consistent with that reliability will really help build trust over time. Responding to people. So if someone emails you, making sure that you get back to them. Again, that's about giving them, the same level of respect if you would, whoever they are, and meeting those deadlines, like I said earlier. So if you've got a deadline, make sure that you hit it. If not, if you can't, revert back to the previous and be honest about it. And sharing your knowledge. So speak knowledgeably about your area of expertise. Showcase the fact that you're an expert in what you do and share your knowledge and your experience. And then it will encourage others to refer people to you, and they'll trust that you'll be able to deliver because you know what you're talking about. And think about what you want to be known for. So what subjects do you want to be known for? Whatever the research you're working on, or the area, the field that you're interested in the future, moving into, what is it you want to be known for? Because that's where you need to start thinking about writing blogs and posts and sharing information on the topics that you want to be known for. What keywords do you want people to associate with you? I want people to think of networking, and I want them to think of me, hopefully in a good way, because networking is what I'm passionate about, and I want to share that with people and help people get more out of networking. So that's what I blog about, I talk about, I deliver training on, and hopefully that association will form in people's minds, and they'll trust that I know what I'm talking about when it comes to networking. So what subjects have you got that you should be talking about and sharing your knowledge on, so that people associate with you? And give advice and support to others. So if there's people, like I say, that are behind you in terms of their career development or their progression, people that might be in front of you, but there's certain areas of experience and knowledge that you have that you can share to help them, then do it. So offering that helping hand to others will make you feel good and make them feel good through the oxytocin, but it'll also just reaffirm those relationships and show that you're genuinely a trustworthy person that adds value to others, and really helps you build those relationships. So other ways of building trust within our network are through common interests, our shared values, and consistency. So common interests and shared values, it's all about thinking about what are the different things that you actually care about. So what is it you're passionate about? What do you want to be known for? What are you interested in? And what is it that makes you you? And sharing those things with people in your network, they'll then find that you've got something in common, and then that instantly helps to build trust. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to share why we care. And on that note, we're going to go and do another worksheet. So we've got another worksheet for you. So in this worksheet, you're going to fill in each of the sections and really think about the things you want to be known for, the topics you want to be talking about and discussing, and how you want to start building your personal, professional profile within certain industries, as well as your own personal passions and interests, and thinking about what those are. So off you go and fill in your worksheet. Fantastic. So now you've got some key topics and things that you can start talking about and really building trust as someone within your network that's knowledgeable in your field, because you know your stuff. Remember that list, remember your lobster list, your serotonin list. You know what you're talking about. So you need to share that, showcase it. Anyway, so a final thing is through building trust through consistency. So being consistent is a really great way of building trust within your network. So be consistent with your tone of voice. If you're writing a blog, find your style and be consistent across all platforms, and the actions that you take and the topics that you talk about. Just create that consistency, because consistency equals safety. People feel safe when everything's consistent. They know what to expect. It builds up an image of who you are in their minds, and it just helps people to really feel comfortable with you and safe with you, and like feel like they know you, and then that's where the trust comes from, and that's what we want. Fantastic. So now people know you because you're networking. They like you because you're adding value, and now they trust you because you're being consistent, honest, and you're just being yourself. So now we're going to look at a little bit of relationship management techniques that you can start applying, because networking is just a small part of networking. The actual attending events is just a tiny portion. So there's things that you can do before, after, and then ongoing when it comes to building relationships and that relationship management or maintenance, depending on what you want to look, how you want to refer to it. So we've already looked at things you can do before attending a networking event. So have a look at what online delegates lists are available, contact the event organizer, search event hashtags, promote your attendance, pre-arrange meetings, reach out to the speakers themselves, prepare those questions ready for the Q&A section, and invite your target market to add value to them, because remember, that's part of connection marketing. Now, things that you can be doing after you've met people. So after you've met someone at a networking event or in a networking situation, connect with them on LinkedIn if you use LinkedIn, or follow them on Twitter. That's a great way to reaffirm that relationship. And hopefully if you follow them on Twitter, they'll then follow you back. You could even drop them a tweet and say it was great to meet you. And again, hopefully they'll return and follow you back. Send them a nice to meet you email. So if you've got their business card, drop them an email and say it was really nice to meet you. By getting your contact details in their inbox, it means that they can't lose them. You can lose a business card, but you can't lose someone's email address once it's got into that inbox. And personalized messages on all of the above. So if you're sending them a LinkedIn connection request, then make sure that you personalize it and say, hi, it was great to meet you at this event, or in that nice to meet you email, make sure you personalize it. It shows that you really, if you can personalize it even further, it's sure to showcase that you were listening when they were talking. That's even better. And it reminds them of who you are and where you've met, especially if this is someone that does a lot of networking. And by connecting with them on social media and engaging with them digitally, it allows you to showcase yourself and add that value that we discussed in terms of sharing your knowledge. It reminds them of who you are and what you do, because all your content will then become the part of their newsfeed. So it's a great way of keeping that relationship going. Sharing useful information similarly. So if you met someone at a networking event and promised you were going to send them over some info on a topic you discussed, do that. Making introductions and adding value that way. Following through on things that you promised you would do. Again, proving that you're reliable and you're honest and building that trust. And then ongoing, some more long-term things you can be doing to help manage and build these relationships. Keeping that engagement online going. So making sure that once you're connected with them, you keep that engagement level up if they're someone that you feel that you could really build a strong relationship with. Sharing valuable information on an ongoing regular basis. Again, given that consistency. Even if you wanted to share a blog at the same time every week or every month, it gives that consistency. And making introductions. Again, these are all things that you should be doing over a long period of time, not just when you first meet someone. And arranging one-to-ones. So if you've not spoke to someone in a while and you've seen on social media that they've maybe changed roles, or they're doing something and you want to find out more about it, see if you can arrange a catch-up. This could be over a cup of coffee, or it could be a virtual one-to-one via Zoom. It just keeps those relationships going and keeps them fresh, and reminding people of who you are and what you do, and vice versa, and see what new things you can learn from them. Above all though, make sure that you're adding value to the people in your network. That's really where the relationships are going to come from. So being open and honest to build trust, but adding value to make sure that people remember who you are and what you do, which is the know. And then adding the value is the like. That's the heart of it all. And then building that trust by delivering on what you said you're gonna, and showcasing the fact that you're an expert at what you do. So adding that value is a really big one. And there you have it. That's the end of this section. So I'll see you at the final one. See you in a sec.